And if I have the stats right, I think it says Butler County had to replace a kid named Rex Henderson, who had a great career quarterback for them, but walked on at Western Kentucky University.
They had a really nice team last year, a lot of seniors. And
so as Caldwell County takes the field defensively, you've got East all the way back at safety, and he had a stellar year last year. In fact, there was talk of him maybe breaking the interception record early on, as he picked up 6 or 7 interceptions early in the year.
And looking at we have number 3 out here on corner, Isaiah Treadwell, and I'm sure one of the Rileys over on the right corner.
Snap is back, handoff up the middle by Butler. He's tackled with no gain. Into the backfield was, let's see, I was trying to pick 48. Oh, we get a little help from from the boss there. Mac Eaglebright, the boss's son. I was trying to pick the numbers up and look down this list and hope I had that number. Mac Eaglebright on the tackle.
He's my leading vote getter for player of the game so far.
Mine too. I love all the time.
Snap is back, quarterback rolls to the left, throws in and out of the hands, actually off the chest of the receiver right at midfield. Over there in coverage was Dylan Cavanaugh. That was about as open a receiver as we've seen tonight for Butler County.
And that's the other thing I think a scrimmage can allow us to do, is substitute freely and liberally and get new kids in, working them in a game type, and that is Trail over there at number 1 at the right corner position. Max
Ashley comes off the field for Caldwell County. And that 89 may be Oliver Parker. I think it is.
Yes, it is Oliver.
Play up the middle, picks up a couple for Butler County. Number 89 is going in the game. We're going to call that one Oliver Parker because he had his helmet off. And it looked like Oliver, who was pretty impressive at the girls' soccer scrimmage the other night. Caldwell County scored. Oliver got out there and did a somersault on the field, so pretty athletic kid.
His little brother Luke does the same thing.
Pass is incomplete, knocked away. I think that was Hunter Van Hoosier.
Got his hands on that ball.
It's the second time tonight Van Hoosier's been able to tip one away. So a good play as Caldwell County stands defensively. Cole Baker coming off the field, along with Gray and Cavanaugh. It's going to put Parker at safety on this play. Coach is on the field with the team. Butler County takes a snap, rolls to the right, wants to turn it up the field. He's got a little room across the 40, 35, tripped up and down at the 48-yard line. Receivers well covered tonight early on here, Bob, by this Caldwell County bunch. And they've put in a lot of players here on the defensive side early on. Their play number 7 coming up.
Number 6.
Oh, number 6, play 6 coming up. They'll send 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right. They'll put a player in motion. Handoff is to him. He goes to the left, cuts it up the field, and there with a nice play again is number 34. And we don't have a 34 on this roster, but he made a second time tonight. He's made a well of a play.
That may be the Bergen kid. I'm not real sure.
Ty, do you know who number 34 might be?
I think the Bergen kid was wearing 4.
4, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know who 34 could be. You know, for these scrimmages, they sometimes switch around their jerseys, and I don't know why they do that.
Okay.
But my kid's wearing his number, and I know who he is.
Pass by Butler County is complete at the Caldwell 49-yard line.
And Mac.
And number 48, Englebright, in on that tackle. Had a little help from Jameer Riley.
No gain on the play.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 47-yard line of Caldwell County. And play number 8 coming up. We hope everybody will enjoy the live streaming again this year here on WPKY. We'll tell you more about how to log on. They're doing a great job. We just wish we had a name to put with the number. Play's going to be called dead with the ball spotted right on the Caldwell County 45-yard line.
According to my chart here, play number 9 about to be run by Butler County.
And Bob, a nice night by the Caldwell County defense. This is the 18th play or 19th play of the night, and they've pretty much been between the 40s. Snap is back. 3-step drop. He's going to swing pass over, caught about the 50, and brought down at the 45. He can go right in on the play along with number 60, Jacob Chambliss. Chambliss got some good size, 5'8", 183, a sophomore for Caldwell County.
And again, no gain on that pass play.
So a good job by the defense. The final play of this set for Butler County coming up. And after they run this play, Bob, we'll try to say hello to some of our new sponsors this year here on the coverage of Tiger football. Quarterback fakes pass, goes over the middle, and it's knocked away at the last minute. He threw into some big-time coverage. I think that was Parker able to get a hand on that one, knock that one away. And the quarterback, I didn't see the number that hit him. He took a really good hit right as he released that ball.
And that was the other part of that rule interpretation. They were going to try to protect the quarterback who is in a defenseless position as he's releasing the ball and going, so you can't lead with anything other than your hands on that particular kind of play.
Well, we want to mention some of our sponsors this year on Tiger football. It's going to be Bella Marie back with us. We love the folks down at Bella Marie. Black Patch Grill, Capital Cinemas, Computer Consulting Services, HLS Health and Wellness, Shamrock Creamery, Treasures Remembered Florist and Greenhouse, Kay's Kitchen, and Hancock's. Snap is back to Jaggers. Swing pass out to the far sideline. I think that's Parker, complete and out of bounds, up across the 50 down to about the 47-yard line. And I'm going to say it a bunch of times this year, Bob, but Hancock's Grocery over in Katie's has the best roast beef you've ever had in your life. They do catering services, and you've never eaten better roast beef.
You're getting me hungry, Dennis.
And they can feel free to bring any to the press box at any point this season, but it is delicious. Pass tipped at the line, still caught. I think that's Kavanaugh on the catch.
Travis Newsom.
Travis Newsom on the catch.
Travis with a fine set of hands.
That was some good concentration because that ball was tipped right at the line of scrimmage. Completion gets it down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. Snap is back, and it's handoff to number 4, who we do not have a name for number 4 tonight. So looks like a good-sized kid.
That's the Burden.
Burden. Okay, that's the transfer from
Trigg.
From Trigg County. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's who that is.
Burden on the carry. Burden still in the backfield with Jaggers. 2 receivers each way. Jaggers calls a snap. He drops back. Now he's going to roll a little bit, looking downfield. He's got some room to run across the 30 and out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Looked like a little bit of a late hit, well over by the track before he came down.
At least 4 yards out of bounds. Ball going to be marked at the 25.
Yeah, 25-yard line. Pretty good mentality there of Jaggers to realize that he was wide open on that side. Receivers all covered across the field.
Pick up of 8 yards on that scramble by Joby.
Joby takes it. Quick throw, far sideline, complete. That's 89.
That's Oliver.
And he's going to be inside the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. Nice quick route by Parker. And again, Bob, this is 20 or 15 plays into the ball game. No pressure on Jaggers. Burden with the handoff. He bulls his way down to about the 15-yard line. He does have some good size. But that offensive line is really, from here, passing the test tonight early on.
They're looking pretty good, and I think at center, maybe 50, John Kelly Hughes, or number 68 right now.
Jaggers takes a snap, lobs it down towards the end zone, incomplete. Well covered down there was number 44, Mitchell Harrelson, a 6'3" junior.
And play number 8 coming up here in this drive.
Burden coming off along with Gabe East and number 51, Jaron Hartley. Jaggers takes it. Handoff is to number 2, and he's caught in the backfield, still trying to get loose. Spins, gets free for a minute, but still only able to get back to the 20. Jameer Riley had company with him as soon as he took the handoff from Jaggers. So Caldwell with a couple more tries to get in the end zone. They scored on 3 of their first 10 possessions. Jaggers looks the field over, has 2 receivers each way. Looks, got some pressure. Complete now to Trell Riley. Trell dodges a tackle at the 20. He's down to the 10. The 5, speed kicks in, and he's across. Touchdown, Caldwell County. He almost took a clothesline tackle right around the 15-yard line, ducked it, and then used his speed to get to the corner and get in. 4-6 for Caldwell County, 4th touchdown of the night for the Tigers, and that one from Trell Riley.
Three passing touchdowns and a Trell Riley 46-yard run as our only rushing touchdown so far out of the 4.
So do you think a new quarterback coming in for the first time as a starter, 3 touchdowns will help the confidence a little bit?
I would think that we are well pleased with what we've seen so far. Coaching staff has to be.
And if you look at Jaggers' uniform, the pants are still solid white, so that's another good sign. Hasn't had to hit the ground very much, no pressure really.
And the other thing, the snaps have been perfect to him.
He drops back, now he's going long down the far sideline. He was looking for Parker down that sideline and just drifted a little bit out of bounds, incomplete.
And that was going to be the final play of that series, so it looked like we were going to try to run the Hail Mary, if you will.
Pretty good arm on Jaggers. I mean, he covered, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 35, almost 40 yards on that throw.
And had a lot of air under the ball as well.
So the possessions will turn around.
You want to take any breaks during play since you're not going to stop?
Can you get the score? Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is training for us tonight too. I'll tell you what, we're going to get some of our sponsors mentioned. We're going to take a little break as Butler County will come up for their first of their 10 possessions. So join us back in just a minute or two. You're listening to Tiger Football Preseason Action here on WPKY 103.3.
Yeah, at Echo Charlie's at Eddie Creek Marina. Come on down and enjoy a great meal and a fun atmosphere with a fantastic view. Friday night, enjoy the Chicken Milano. On Saturday night, it's the Lemon Pepper Tilapia while you enjoy the sounds of the Russ Calhoun Band. And Sunday's special is Codfish Basket. There's always something great to eat at Echo Charlie's, so come on down and enjoy daily specials and a diverse menu to please the entire family. Echo Charlie's this weekend is the place to be with friends and family at Eddie Creek Marina.
Have you a loved one and discharged from the hospital, but not quite recovered enough to go home? Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program is the answer you are looking for. Caldwell Medical Center Swing Bed Program can help patients that are recovering from stroke, joint repair replacement, IV therapy, post-hospitalization pain management, wound or major surgery, acute physical or occupational therapy. Call 270-365-0300 to see if Caldwell Medical Center's Swing Bed Program is right for you. Caldwell Medical Center located 100 Medical Center Drive in Princeton. Is your debit card community driven? At Farmers Bank, it is important to us to give back to our community. That is why we have developed the Tiger Card. The Tiger Card is a debit card that is free to all Farmers Bank checking account holders. Each time you use your Tiger Card, Farmers Bank will donate to our local Youth Inc. children's sports program. We've given over $40,000 to date to Youth Inc. through the Tiger Card program. Come get your Tiger Card today. We can print them instantly at our main office. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And we are back at Tiger Stadium. It's scrimmage action tonight as Caldwell County is taking on Butler County. We get ready to start the season for real next week here on WPKY as the Tigers will take on a highly ranked Christian County squad. Dennis Stevens and Bob Hayes calling the action for you here tonight. And Bob, so far the defense has really looked well. Butler County is in the third possession of their 10 on this set. They started this possession on the 20 this time. Right now, after 2 plays, they've lost 5 yards. Snap is back for Butler, looking around. He's got some pressure, and he's going to go down at the 10. Let's see if we can get the number on that one. That's number 63. And 63 is Devin Kilgore, a 5'11", 185-pound sophomore. And he comes up with the sack as Butler County, in 3 plays, has lost 10 yards.
So it may be total series now. If you don't make a first down by 4th down, you turn it over. So that...
And then if that's the case, it's going to be a long walk back to the Caldwell County 20 for the referees. If this one, in fact, starts from the 20.
Well, apparently they're going to start us from the 50.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on. Butler County started their last set, ran 3 plays starting at the 20, ended up losing 10 yards total in 3 plays.
And on that series of 3 plays, they actually lost yardage.
So Caldwell County will take over at the 50-yard line. They've got 3 receivers to the left. Jaggers takes the ball, looks left. Now he's going to roll left, looks down the field, had some time, throws complete to number 8 at the 32-yard line. He breaks a couple of tackles and really lays a hit to one as he gets down almost to the 20. That's Travis Newsom. And we talked about a couple of the linebackers that'll put a hit on you. Travis will lower that head and put a hit on somebody trying to tackle him. You better have some good position when you go to hit him.
Great catch, too.
Good patience by Jaggers. He could have ran that ball. He kept looking down the field, looking. And Newsom did a good job coming back to the ball. Low snap, picked up by Jaggers, goes across the field. That's Parker complete, makes a nice catch at the 20, gets down, and he'll be knocked out of bounds around the 10-yard line. A couple of things could have gone wrong with that play, but a good job by Jaggers to pick up the short snap. And then Parker went up high for the catch. Flag is down on the far sideline.
I'm not sure if we have seconds, but that was the first bad snap we've had tonight. We're really not that bad. It rolled back to Joby.
And the play is going to be called holding on Caldwell County. And they do have the chain gang down there, so maybe we are keeping up with down in distance right now. And we'll march this one back. Ball will be spotted at the 31-yard line. Caldwell County will take over. We've got Parker on the far sideline. This side is Newsom and Trell Riley. Jameer Riley and Parker on the far sideline. And Englebright in the backfield. Joby goes over the middle. It's complete. Nice leaping catch. I think that was Trell Riley with the catch inside the 20 down to about the 17-yard line. And he's got some pretty good speed on that ball. When he lets it go across the middle or to the side, anything 10 to 15 yards, he really puts a zip on that ball.
The ball does not float at all.
Englebright in the backfield. He takes it, takes the snap out, and complete to Englebright. Catches it at about the 18, takes a hit, and they'll call him down. Maybe a loss of about a yard on the play.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down at about 7. in order for us to keep possession of the ball.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Jaggers over the middle, complete. And some speed's going to get this one in to the end zone. That is number 2, Jameer Riley. And Bob, I don't know if it's some great moves or poor tackling or a combination of both by Butler County, but we've had Jameer Riley and Trell Riley both able to dance around in the middle of that field, pick up some good yards, and score on several occasions now.
Shifty, a ton of athletic ability by all our receivers, Travis, Jameer, Trell, Oliver. That is a really strength that we have, Dennis, and Joby is finding anybody and everybody tonight.
Yeah, but he hasn't had many incompletions at all tonight. He's been on target and been patient too. I like seeing that in somebody. It'd be easy to come out here tonight with a bunch of nerves and happy feet and just want to run with the ball all the time, but he's held position. And it looks like Butler County is going to take over again, but Butler County is going to take over their possessions at the 20. Coming onto the field is number 30. That's Max Ashley. He's going to be in coverage on the far sideline. Butler with the swing pass over, complete at the 15, turns it up across the 20. Now the 25, ball on the ground on a big hit. Number 3 put that helmet in there. Dylan Kavanaugh knocked that ball loose.
And Gabe East just about got on it before it went out of bounds.
A lot of experience on that defensive side for Caldwell County.
Pickup of 7 yards on that pass play will bring up second down and 3.5 yards.
Butler County will come up with 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Gabe East drops back deep for Caldwell County. Handoff is up the middle. He's across the 25, 30, picks up some ground out to the 35, tries to turn it up. And he's tackled there by Max Ashley, but not until after a pretty good gain up to about the 38-yard line. So that'll be a first down for Butler County. Number 35 on the field, Will Bashir on the near side. Will Bashir, Jameer Riley near side for Caldwell County. Trail on the far side.
Looks like we have our first team defense in there again.
Butler comes to the line with 3 receivers split to the right. Quarterback rolls. Incomplete, ball tipped a couple of times and incomplete. A lot of tipped balls tonight. I know Van Hoosier's got his hands on a couple, and Parker tipped one. I'm not sure who got a hand on that one, maybe Baker. But incomplete and second down for Butler County.
And Will Bashir was really after hot and heavy the quarterback at that time. Had the quarterback not thrown the ball, Will would have had a sack.
Trell Riley comes off the field. Snap is back. It's a quarterback keeper. He's going to swing it. Tried to go up the middle, bounces out to the left. Now he's going to be gang tackled just inside the 40. Bob, that defensive line is really closing that middle off. They've tried to run up the middle 3 or 4 times tonight. They've had to bounce it outside just about each time.
And we have pursued the ball well tonight. 4-yard pickup on that play makes it 3rd and 6.
Should we get that scoreboard and the audio fixed up?
Butler County looks pretty decent with some speed and the way they're trying to attack us, but our pursuit and linebacker play just nullifies everything they try to do.
Snap is back. Butler looks to the right. Pass is complete and immediately hit there at the 35-yard line. That's number 3, Dylan Kavanaugh. As soon as the ball touched the receiver's hand, he was going down. Nice tackle by Kavanaugh. The gain up to the 35-yard line, which brings up a 4th down.
Roughly 4th and 3.
4th and 3, yeah, 4-3, maybe a long
4,
long 3.
Short 4. Field looks marvelous shape, Dennis, and really a nice night here under some cloudy skies, a little breeze.
A great night in August, if you want to compare a lot of August nights. Snap is back. Quarterback fakes a handoff, keeps it, goes up, and no gain. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. That's Van Hoosier in on the tackle with a couple other Tigers. So they would turn it over on downs at the 45-yard line of Butler County. Bob, it's going to be an exciting year. You get to see, right off the bat, a tough Christian County team coming in here, ranked second in 5A. They've got a kid that's in the nominations for Mr. Football in Kentucky. Lange plays quarterback.
Yes, it's going to be a great test, and hopefully, I'm sure Christian County may have some people over tonight scouting the Tigers, but the Tigers have held their own against Christian County the last couple of years.
And Christian County, you got to factor into the equation, they lost 2 Division I receivers. So Lange's got some new kids to throw to, so it may not be as easy as it appears to be on paper. Snap is back, it's fumbled, gets by Jaggers. He's going to cover it up, did the smart thing, but the loss is going to take it all the way back to the Caldwell 39-yard line. Snap looked a little bit wide. Jaggers couldn't get over to get a hand on it, but he didn't panic. He got back there, covered it up, took the loss, and lived to fight another day pretty much.
And it's a learning experience for the center and the offensive lineman, but except for that play, I think the offensive line has held up well tonight.
So Jaggers is going to take this snap with the both Rileys in the backfield. 2 receivers split to the right. Handoff is to Jameer Riley. He's going to bounce it out, gets across the 40. Jukes moves up to the 50, still battling, put a good shoulder in, picked up an extra 5 yards after putting that shoulder into a player, and that pumped him up like some Monday Night Raw wrestling on there. He got up and was really pumped by the play. He did lay a pretty good shoulder smack on somebody at the 50 to get the ball up to the 44-yard line of Butler County.
17-yard run by Jameer that time nullifies that 16-yard loss. So now we have it 3rd down and 9.
Jaggers in the backfield. Riley back there with him. He's going to drop back, roll to his right. He's got some room. He could pick it up on his own if he tucks it in. He does. Picks it up, gets across the 40, down to the 35, and out of bounds down near the 30-yard line. In fact, he may have gotten inside of the 30. But good recognition there by Jaggers. You could see up here that whole corner of the field turned out to be wide open. And a big 1st down pickup on 3rd and long by Caldwell County, as it'll be spotted at the 30-yard line.
14-yard run by Joby at that time results in a 1st down for Caldwell County.
That is a facet of the game that Jaggers actually adds to the lineup this year. Handoff is to Trell Riley, gets across the 20, stays on his feet, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Jaggers has decent speed, and he showed it on that last play, picked up the big 1st down. So Caldwell County will have it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of Butler County. 6th play of this drive coming up. Scoring-wise, Bob, I've lost track of touchdowns. We had so many.
We've had
5 touchdowns tonight for the Tigers. Jaggers in the backfield. Looks like Dylan Gray back there with him. 3 receivers to the right. He's going to look to the right. And incomplete. Gabe East took a big smack as he was trying to catch that ball. Well-timed hit by Butler County. Any earlier, that would have been interference.
And it was really questionable in my mind that it could have been interference on that play. I don't think the receiver, I think he was hit before the ball got to him.
It was really close. I mean, they didn't call it, so it had to be perfectly timed. Handoff is to Gray. He's going to bounce it, tries to go to the right, still on his feet and chugging, gets it back up to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down, still 3rd and 10 for the Tigers.
Dylan's a little tough to tackle we've seen so far tonight. Unwilling, does not go down easily.
2 Tigers to the left, 2 to the right. This side looks like Easton Parker. Play will take place from the 15, 3rd down and 10. Snap is back, bobbled, and Jaggers goes down, has to just fall on that one. It'll be a loss of 5 yards on the play and bring up 4th down. And Bob, I'm not sure if they'll even work on it in a scrimmage very much, maybe late in the game, but an experienced kicker coming back in Boyce Nichols for Caldwell County. He has the leg that would put this one through, but it looks like Caldwell County is going to try to go for this on 4th and 15 from the 20. Jaggers backs, ball on the ground again. He picks it up, looks down the field, and slips out of his hands. Ball still loose. Recovered by Caldwell County, but all the way back at the 30.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
And you got to wonder if that may be in a little humidity in the hand of Jaggers there as he went to throw that ball. Slipped right out of his hands, hit the ground, and Caldwell would turn it over on downs with Butler County taking over at the 30-yard line.
As many plays as we've run tonight, we probably have run 20, about 30, 33, 34 plays, and your hand, I'm sure, does get slippery. It is still humid. Even though it's cooler, it's still humid.
And Butler County is going to come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Looks like number 14, we haven't called that name tonight, Isaiah Treadwell in the ball game for Caldwell County. He'll be in coverage on the near side. Officials timeout. And while we've got timeout on the field, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Tiger Scrimmage Football here on WPKY.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke, and I'll have a large, please.
You know you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And the large is just $1?
Yes. Are you finished? Okay.
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, you got excited again. It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get a nice, cold, delicious, any size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary. Here's a reminder from your Princeton Electric Price Board. Meter tampering is dangerous. Tampering with an electric meter is not only dangerous, it is dishonest and against the law. Stealing electricity by tampering with an electric meter may result in your arrest and can even risk your life. Tampering with meters results in increased utility bills that everyone has to pay. If you see anyone tampering with an electric meter, call the Princeton Electric Price Board right away at 270-365-2031. Princeton Electric Price Board, Princeton, #1. Finish your story.
Penny Isle Electric has been serving the electric-powered needs of the Penny Isle area since 1937. We have always been member-owned and dedicated to providing the best electric service at the lowest possible rates. Whether you live in the city or in a rural area, operate a small business or a major manufacturing plant, Penny Isle Electric is committed to providing all members with the finest technology and personalized service. And we do more than sell and provide electricity. We are your neighbors. We live here, we work here. We support our local schools, churches, charities, civic clubs, and businesses. We help plan and provide expertise to better serve the area today and in the future. We've been doing it for 80 years. 80 years of dedication to working towards progress and better living for the people of the Penny Isle. Penny Isle Electric, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
And welcome back to Tiger Stadium. It's scrimmage action tonight, getting ready for next week's big opener against Christian County. Caldwell taking on Butler County. Butler has possession right now, 2nd down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Snap is back. Quarterback looks up the field. That one's almost intercepted by Englebright. He had nice coverage right there in front of the Butler receiver. In and out of his hands, it'll be 3rd down for Butler County. And Bob, I bet he'd like to have that one back for one more try on that one.
He would have really had a shot at the start of the game if he'd nabbed that one.
Because I don't know if he saw all the green in front of him, but it was wide open. If he'd snagged that one, he'd been gone.
He was in perfect position, and his head turned just as the ball was getting there. Almost no chance to catch it. In perfect position to make the tackle had the ball been completed.
Another new name in the lineup on the line for Caldwell County, number 70, Adam Goodacre. Butler County takes a snap, rolls, throws way over everybody. I think he could hear the footsteps of number 35, Will Bashir, behind him, and he was trying to roll left. He put that one 10 yards over even the last Caldwell defensive player. And 4th down comes up now, and they haven't moved the ball an inch in this drive so far. 4th down and 10 for Butler County. So they're going to go ahead. Are they going to go ahead and give Caldwell the ball or move them up?
Well, apparently the Butler County coach signaled as if they were going to kick. Obviously, they're not kicking tonight, so giving the ball back to the Tigers.
All right, so let's assume the kick was very good.
Yeah.
It picked up a difference.
It's the Caldwell County 30-yard line.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty good high school punt. Caldwell will take over at the 30-yard line. And is it, I think it's Russ Bashir, the backup for Joby tonight when he does come into the ball game. Joby still takes this group out. But some new names for us this year. We'll work on memorizing these numbers in the coming week.
I think Mack is running at halfback's spot on Joby's right.
Yeah, Englebright in the backfield.
But there are some new faces in there.
It's going to be two receivers split each way for the Tigers. Englebright in the backfield with Jaggers. 3 down lineman from Butler County. Jaggers goes far sideline, complete. Looked like number 21 across the 40, the 45, and out of bounds near midfield.
Barron Wells.
Barron Wells, a freshman for Caldwell County with a nice run, number 21. Gets it up across the 45-yard line to the 46. So a nice pickup on the play, 16 yards for the Tigers. Englebright still in the backfield with Jaggers. 2 receivers split left and right. Handoff is to Englebright. Hits the line of scrimmage, digs, and maybe picks up a couple on the play. We'll see where they spot this one. And it looks like it's going to be at about the 47, let's call it the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Jaggers has 3 receivers to the right. Handoff again to Englebright. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 1 on the play as he gets it across the 45 to about the 46. And Bob, I'm assuming the game times stay the same this season, all games with a 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll start the pregame show here on WPKY this season again at 6 o'clock with Bob and Coach Barnes in the coaches show at 6, followed by our pregame show at 6:30. Kickoffs at 7 o'clock this season. Jaggers takes it, keeps it, goes up the field across the 50. Not quite to the first down, but it'll be manageable from there.
Ball will be marked at the
46-yard line of Butler County.
Pickup of 8 yards on the play by Joby.
Bring up 4th down and about 3. Three receivers to a wide open right side for the Tigers. Jaggers wants to change the play. Englebright in the backfield.
Looks like instead of Coach Barnes calling the plays in this year, it's going to be his son, Will. I believe Mack has the first down.
Mack took the direct snap, and he's close to a first down. Gets it up. Looks like it's across the 45.
Perhaps to the 44.
And let's see. I think they're going to call for a measurement.
Well, let's start guessing, Dennis. Did he or
yeah,
did he
this
not?
one doesn't count, so this isn't a free one. I think it's going to be
I think
short.
He got it. I think he got it by an inch.
All right, I'm going to call it short. We'll see which way it goes.
I think he got a little bit further.
About an inch. I don't have any field glasses up here, but and we got all kind of refs hanging over the ball. We can't.
And let's see who that is there.
Apparently an inch short.
And comes up just a hair short. I said it didn't count preseason, but I'm willing to let them go ahead and count. And turnover on downs, but not by much. Like you said, it was looked like it was good about an inch. It was bad by about an inch. So that would turn the ball over to Butler County.
And Butler County will take over, I guess, at the mark, at the 40, let's call it the 45-yard line of Butler County.
And let's see if we can get some of these new numbers that are in the ball game for the Tigers. Number 33, another Van Hoosier. This one, Tate Van Hoosier in. He'll be in part of the coverage on the near side, along with Dylan Cavanaugh and Jameer Riley. Handoff is up the middle by Butler. Several Tigers in on that tackle, including number 4 and number 32. That's Van Hoosier and
Burton, Caleb Burton.
Burton.
The hardest part for retirement.
So a pretty decent pickup of about 4 yards on the play. The Bears come to the line with 2 receivers each way. 3-step drop, and it's complete with a nice tackle there by number 3, Dylan Cavanaugh.
Dylan has played well in this scrimmage tonight. He's been all over those receivers.
And one plus, I think Coach Barnes will have to agree on tonight that the tackling has been pretty good. If Caldwell was able to touch somebody, they've been able to bring them down for the most part throughout this ball game.
And actually a loss of 2 yards on that pass completion.
I think that's the second completion tonight Butler's had that ended up in negative yardage.
Brings up about 3rd and a long 8.
Snap is back. Handoff goes up the middle. Slips one tackle. Gets across the 50 down to about the 45. And that looks like it's going to turn into a first down. They're going to mark it at the 44. He found the hole. Had some initial hit right off the bat at the line of scrimmage. But able to put it out and needed 8. Picked up about 8.5. So it's first down Butler County into Tiger territory at the 44-yard line.
And I didn't catch who was in on that tackle, but it was a nice tackle.
Yeah, it was open field. I think it was Burden. So the Tigers on the field defensively. Handoff comes. Burden turns it back inside. He gets through a hole and picks up another 10 yards. The containment was good, but he's slipping a couple of tackles here in this set of downs and gets all the way down inside the 40. We'll call it the 39-yard line.
34-yard line.
Oh, excuse me, 34-yard line. You're right.
Actually, maybe an inch. Maybe they're going to have another measurement. They're going to give it to him.
Yeah, I don't think maybe I jinxed them on this tackling because the last couple of plays they're able to slip through that line of scrimmage and pick up 9 yards before and then 10 yards on that play. Mm-hmm. So first down for the Bears of Butler County at the Caldwell County 34-yard line. Back deep for Caldwell is Gabe East. Snap is back, swing pass out to the left. Pursued over there by Van Hoosier, hits him and brings him down. May have picked up a yard on the play, but good pursuit there by Van Hoosier. Help over there by Dylan Cavanaugh.
Pick up of 1 yard on that play. It's to the 33-yard line.
We saw the ball go loose, but I think they were out of bounds before the ball popped out. So it'll be second down and 9 for Butler County.
Butler County's first real serious scoring threat of the evening.
2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Handoff up the middle. They think they found something there. That one closed up much better by several Tigers, led number 53 and 54 in on the play. That's Michael Vickery and Nick O'Brien for Caldwell County. O'Brien, one of the bigger Tigers this year, a 5'6", 263-pound senior. So third and about 5 for Butler County as they come to the line with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2-back backfield. Snap is back. Throw is up, and it's complete down inside the 25 to about the 24. And they're going to call him down at about the 24, maybe the 23-yard line. That's Burden. Let's see, number 33, Tate Van Hoosier in on the play. And the throw results, though, in another first down as Butler County able to move the ball a little bit here. The first couple of sets for each team were 10-play drives, and Butler was pretty much between the 40s. This one they found a little success up the middle and then a couple of complete passes. It's first and 10. Handoff up the middle, and he gets across the 20 down to about the 19.
Pick up of 4 yards on that play.
They're really trying to hit the middle of that line right now after trying to go wide most of this ball game. They think they found a little opening. Number 53 on the line for the Tigers. That's Michael Vickery. Caldwell with 3-man front. Snap is back. Handoff on a little slant is down into the end zone for Butler County. Boy, a hole opened up there that was huge. They were able to hit it and carry the ball all the way in. First score of the night for Butler County. And what is it, 5 touchdowns to 1 at this point?
5-1, yes. And I'm sure, not sure what Butler County was doing from their starting alignment, but we were running subs in right and left on the last 2 possessions that Butler County have had tonight.
And Coach Riley out on the field talking to a couple of those linemen right now to let them know what they did. This is a scrimmage, and you've got some younger kids out there. Number 61 also out there, that's Dalton Haney.
And a freshman.
Who is a freshman. Vickery, who is a freshman. So this is for them to learn tonight, too. And then Coach Riley and also Coach McClung out there talking to some of the guys. That's what they're using this for tonight. Let's see, the Tiger offense will come back out. Jagger's still in the ball game.
And number 73 is our big tackle, Ben Thompson. Looks like maybe we got our starters back.
Ben Thompson is a 6'4", 320-pound junior. Handoff is to Riley coming around the near side. He's got some speed up across the 30, the 40, still on his feet at the 50. Puts a move on, still chugging down close to the Butler County 40-yard line. They're going to call him down at the 42, but a nice run there by number 2, and that is Jameer Riley.
38-yard run by Jameer on that play, and perfect blocking.
Able to bring that one out wide, and really the speed that Jameer and Trail both possess, if they get a little open field, they're going to pick up 10, 15 yards every time if you give them a 5-yard run. Jaggers takes the empty backfield, complete over the middle, and down to the 30, let's call it the 37-yard line, completion to Jameer Riley. But if you give either one of those kids a 5-yard gap to where they can get some speed up, look the field over, they're probably going to pick up another 5 on the play. Gray in the backfield with Jaggers. Handoff is to Gray. He gets across the 40 and 35, still on his feet down to the 30 and tackled inside the 30. Nice blocking there on that play that went across the right side. They're going to mark him down at the 27-yard line, but a good run, but some good blocking by that offensive line.
10-yard run by Dillon on that play.
Let's see, number 74, we want to mention him, Justin Morgan, a 5'10 junior. Some pretty good size on that line right now for the Tigers. Jaggers empty backfield, looks the field over, comes this way in and out of the hands of Trail Riley. And he said, that one's all on me. That was right there, just didn't look it into his hands, was ready to turn up field. And it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
I think our center is number 68, John Kelly Hughes, who's really played well tonight.
Pass complete at the 25-yard line. Breaks the tackle, gets down inside the 5. Let's see if the ball crosses, and they're going to call him down. That's number 8, Travis Newsom, with a nice run after the catch. Ball just outside the end zone. I thought the ball crossed, but maybe they're calling his knee down before the ball got completely across. Probably the length of the football away from the goal line is all the Tigers have left in racking up their 6th touchdown of the night.
And the ball did get across the line, but we don't know where his knee was in relationship where that ball was. So.
Handoff is to Burden. The transfer from Tree County gets in. Touchdown, Caldwell County. Is Burden on our new roster? I haven't been able to come up with
his
it.
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay, Caleb Burden, 5'9", 187. So he's got pretty good size. They used him in the backfield on that one. So 6 touchdowns to 1 for the Tigers tonight. And that one touchdown Butler had, we mentioned it a while ago, you had some freshmen on that line on the run they had, so the starting defense has really stood well tonight, I think.
Well, and then once they got a little momentum going, they were countering our freshmen. They were moving us to one side, and then countering back to the other side, and that 19-yard run on the touchdown was, you and I could have maybe scored on that one, Dennis.
Well, that would be a pretty impressive hole, but there was a day, I'll put it that way, there was a day, yes, we could have scored on that.
I'm not saying right now, but when we were in our prime, we could have scooted in there.
Yeah, I think we could have.
Let's see, we're starting on the 20. The first play is a pass incomplete.
Coming into the ball game for the Tigers is, let's see, that's marked out on our roster, though. Number 23, it says Jordan Hardy, but it's marked out. So I'm not sure who that is that's come in the safety position for the Tigers. Snap is back for Butler. A little confusion in the backfield. Back there is Engelbright and number 35. That's Will Bashir.
So basically a loss of 4 yards?
I would say, yeah, about 4 yards. And Jordan Hardy is listed at number 23, but marked out on the roster sheet, so I'm not sure who that player is. We'll check on a lot of these before next Friday night. We'll have the complete roster with the new uniforms for the Tigers due in this week. 3 receivers split to the right for Butler County. Quarterback drops back, good coverage. Comes up tipped at the last second by number 23. Any idea on that one, Ty? 23? Good tip, and almost picked up at the last second by Isaiah Treadwell, number 14. Yeah, he's got his head hung low, but he made a pretty good break on the ball. You got to appreciate the effort he put on that one. It would have been a spectacular catch, but it was off his fingertips. And both teams are going to the sideline, so yeah, let's take a break, and we'll be right back with more scrimmage action. You're listening to Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Company offering services in Princeton, Cadiz, Madisonville, and Murray. Right now, Porter Gas is offering specials on propane. Porter Gas offers Holland and Napoleon grills, Dixie choppers, and they also have Red Max weed eaters. Contact Porter Gas Company today for all of your residential, commercial, and agricultural propane needs. Porter Gas Company, a family tradition of service since 1951.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders from KFC here with some real news. My delicious, world-famous original recipe fried chicken is available at a KFC near you. It has been and will be until the end of time. No matter what's happening in the world, you can trust that my original recipe chicken is always made with the lemon herbs and spices. Many unnamed sources agree. It's delicious. Get it in a KFC $10 chicken share and enjoy it with a friend. KFC, it's still finger-licking good. Limited time offers participating KFCs. Prices may vary.
And Dylan Gray just got loose on a tremendous run.
And loose it is all the way down inside the Butler County 10, down to about the 7-yard line.
Run of 48 yards.
So Caldwell County in scoring position again in the red zone. Back there with Bird, and in the backfield with Jaggers. 2 receivers each way. Jaggers rolls to his right. Got some open field, still looking now. He's going to toss it at the last second. Let's see if he kept his feet in the ground. Inbounds, touchdown, but a flag on the play.
I think that may have been.
It's number 44 with the catch is Mitchell Harrelson. But we'll see what the flag dropped in the middle of the field at about the 7-yard line. Is that an illegal block?
Illegal forward pass, or was he past the line of scrimmage? Or an eligible?
An eligible player downfield is what that one was called, but yeah.
So, ball originated at 7. They have it now marked at the 12. So a walk-off of 5 yards, I guess.
5-yard penalty on the play. Nullified the touchdown catch by Harrelson. And Harrelson did a whale of a job keeping his feet in bounds in that corner on the catch. If that had, aside from the penalty, that was a great catch. Jaggers takes it, rolls to his left, looks to the end zone, throws in coverage, complete to Trell Riley with a nice catch. 4 Butler Bears right behind Trell Riley trying to chase him through the end zone. And Jaggers put that one on a dime right there on the sideline of the end zone. Complete touchdown, Caldwell County. That was a nice throw.
And again, just to make sure our listeners are aware, Joby is, this isn't something that's unexpected out of him. He throws the ball well. He's got receivers that can catch it. He leads them well. That was a perfectly thrown ball there with 3 Butler County guys maybe only a step behind Trail.
Right.
Trail able to catch it in the corner of the end zone.
Good job there by the guys to pick up the touchdown.
And that's 7 touchdowns to 1 for Butler County.
And, Bob, one thing I've seen tonight that we kind of expected a little bit, we talked about Jaggers having a little more speed this season than last year with Shane Burns, but the rollouts, there have been a lot of plays designed where Jaggers actually rolls to he's rolled a lot to his right, but it still rolls to the left. You want to avoid that throwing across his body when you can, but a lot more plays designed with some rollout. And he's picked up some pretty good yardage on some runs tonight because he's got some pretty good speed.
He has the ability, has made some great decisions tonight. The 3 or 4 plays he's not been able to make, a couple of them were on a rollback of the snap from center, and then he probably dropped one. Probably maybe looking at his performance tonight, really only 1 mistake so far on his part. A tremendous effort so far tonight by these Tigers.
And we want to invite everybody to stay tuned this season for our post-game show. That'll be brought to you by Taco John's of Princeton. And they have a new promotion for Taco Tuesdays. In addition to our normal 89-cent hard shell promotion, they're now offering 99-cent soft shell tacos. So stop by the Taco John's on 62 West and catch a deal every week on Taco Tuesday. Again, that's 89-cent taco hard shells, 99-cent soft shells. And as a back-to-school special from Taco John's, this Wednesday through Sunday only, 6-pack and a pound for only $9.
And
if I'd have known that, you would have been in charge of the 6-pack and a pound for the booth tonight.
Well, I could have done that. I could have taken care of that. The other thing that we want to mention tonight is that during the season, our first downs will be brought to you by Little Caesars Pizza. So that's the only thing that we're going to add new to our broadcast this year. We don't want to turn it into a commercial fund rather than a football broadcast, but we will give Little Caesars credit for any time we get a first down tonight. And we'd also like to mention these sponsors again that we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, that being Bella Marie, Black Patch Grill, Capital Cinemas, Computer Consulting Services, HLS Health and Wellness, converted June 2017, Shamrock Creamery, Treasures Remember Florist and Greenhouse, Kay's Kitchen, Hancock's, Taco John's, Little Caesars, Cozy Living, and the Gold and Diamond Outlet, wherever that is.
Gold and Diamond Outlet. Eddyville, okay.
I've not been there lately, so I couldn't tell you where it was.
You can order flowers from them. You can get Merle Norman Cosmetics.
Flowers, Merle Norman Cosmetics.
Frightening.
So a whole host of things at the Gold and...
I heard diamonds cost a lot of money.
And the play snuffed out there by Butler for Butler County is going to result in a loss on the play. They started at the 20. I think they're going to mark that one back at the 17-yard line, so a loss of 3 on the play. But we do appreciate all of our sponsors joining with us this year here on the Tiger Football broadcast. We have a lot of fun with them. In days past for, I think it was Food Giant, we sold out of cotton candy grapes for Food Giant in the past. So if you want your advertising dollars to work, just ask us how we sold pounds and pounds of cotton candy grapes, because we did.
They went fast.
But, if anybody would like to join us on our sports broadcast here, we've got soccer coming up. We've got football action coming up. Who knows, maybe throw some volleyball action in there at some point this year, then basketball rolling around. Give Ty a call at the radio station. He'll fix you up with a great package. We'd love to have you join us here on the Tiger Sports broadcast this year. Throw over the middle is low and incomplete. I think that was East on the coverage.
That's going to bring up another Butler County 4th down, and as they've done all night, they have not wanted to run a 4th down play. And so Caldwell County will come back upfield and take possession wherever. I have no idea.
I'm assuming they'll give them 40 yards again like they did on the prior possession.
And it looks like that we will take possession at our 40-yard line.
And as Bob mentioned, 7 officials on the field tonight here at Tiger Stadium. So giving those guys a little preseason work as well. Caldwell on the sideline. Next season starts. Our broadcast schedule is still the same as last year, 6 o'clock on Friday night. You can hear Bob with Coach Barnes on the Coach Barnes Show. That's at 6 o'clock. 6:30, it's our pregame show here on WPKY, and then kickoff at 7 o'clock. Next week, it's here at home against a number 2 ranked 5A school in Christian County as they'll come to town with Mr. Football quarterback candidate Lange. And he's put on a show in the past at times, got to replace some receivers, but we'll see how Christian County comes in here next week here at Tiger Stadium. A little switching on the field. Tate Van Hoosier comes on as one of the Rileys come off. Jagger still in the game. Screen pass goes down, complete.
Dylan
Number 3, Dylan Cavanaugh across the 50, the 40, still on his feet.
And the Rocket, that's what we nicknamed him in baseball, is tremendous, tremendous wheels.
And you can see those legs turning over there. He got all the way down to the 30, are they going to mark the 35-yard line? Just outside the 35-yard line, but still close enough to call it that.
25-yard pass play.
So good speed by Cavanaugh. Handoff is up the middle. Englebright down to the, gets it across the 35, or right on the nose of the 35. And with that new offensive line, of course, the old adage is it's easier to pass block than run block, so the running may come outside a little bit for the Tigers early this year as Englebright takes another handoff, goes up the middle, picks up a couple before he's brought down and pushed back by a host of Butler County players.
And you're right, that blocking scheme may take a little bit longer to teach these young kids as opposed to a pass blocking scheme.
But as far as pass blocking goes tonight, Jaggers has had very little pressure, if any, and he's thrown the ball a number of times. This pass in and out of the hands, that was number 11, Trace Olden, 5'6", 130-pound junior.
It'll be 4th down for the Tigers, 4th and about 8.
If you're catching the ball from Jaggers inside of 10 yards, you better be ready to catch one because he's putting some speed on that pass. Englebright in the backfield, 2 receivers each way for Jaggers. He drops back from the 40, throws, and incomplete.
I think that was Tate Van Hoosier, the intended
receiver is Tate Van Hoosier just inside the 30. Tate had some pretty good coverage on his shoulder. They were able to knock it away from him. Not a bad play, pretty good throw by Jaggers. But it will turn the ball over to Butler County. We hope everybody's enjoying this bonus coverage here on WPKY tonight, the live stream. We've tested some new equipment, some new guys running the new equipment tonight, so we hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't, call a friend, tell them it's on, tell them where to find it. And we hope you've enjoyed it. Next week, it's for real, as we'll be here against Christian County here at Tiger Stadium next Friday night.
And we want to give out a shout to a gentleman that won't be in the booth with us this year. Jordan Dunn won't be with us this year. So, Jordan, hope you're listening tonight, and wish you the best of luck.
Pass is complete at the 30, flag down. Tackle at the 35, 34-yard line. See, that was number 45 in on the play, Cameron Baker. And let's see, number 17 also in the ball game. Let's see, that's Riley Orange, a 5'5" freshman. So a lot of the younger kids seeing some action here in the ball game late. No scoreboard, so I don't know how long we have been playing.
I'm not sure what the penalty flag. Have you seen any indication what the penalty was?
They're just now picking it up. I think they're still talking about it.
Holding against Butler County is refused.
So the ball will be placed at the 36-yard line. Pass to the far sideline is complete. Up at the 50, gets across the 50 and pulled down at the 44-yard line. Coverage on the far sideline is, I think that's Cameron Baker again.
I think Cameron was involved in that play, yes.
Let's see what Cameron is, a 5'9" junior. So a big pickup for Butler County.
And there's an oddity to that story. Cameron is the uncle of Cole Baker, who plays.
Oh, really?
Yes. Billy's has Cameron as a son, and Cole is his grandson.
Snap on the play. The quarterback's looking for somewhere to go. He's picked his way down close to the 40, but he just had a hand out and tried to follow whatever blocker he could pick up and was just moving where he could. Ball's going to be placed at the 41-yard line. He did pick up a few yards on the play, so it'll be second down and about 6 for Butler County. I was so wrapped up in the story of how that was going to work out on the uncle part that I lost track of where the ball was. 2 receivers each way. Butler drops back in and out of the hands of number 10.
And we'll go through that genealogy later in the season as we go, because I find that just amazing.
That is a rarity, I would say. Coming into the ball game, number 56 for Caldwell County, we do not have on the roster. So we're wishing good things for number 56 as number 52, who we also do not have, comes off the field. We will have these numbers matched up next week with the new uniforms the Tigers are expecting in this week. Pass is incomplete, overthrown. There for the coverage was number 88, Max Kramer, a 5'8" freshman.
And it brings up another 4th and 6, but Butler will go for it this time.
Butler on the Caldwell County end of the field. First time they have gone for it on 4th down. Snap is back. Over the middle, complete, big hit. It's going to be a first down, but number 25, Travion Samuel, freshman for Caldwell County, laid a hit, but they knew how much they needed for the first down, picked it up, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Butler County. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line of Caldwell. That was a pretty good hit. I mean, he did a good job holding on to the ball because Samuel really laid a knock. Snap is back. Quarterback looks down the field. He wants to go for the money. Overthrown at the 10. Again, the coverage by number 23. But 23 on our roster has been penciled out, so we're not sure who that player is. He's been in on several series now, though, Bob, at safety. You assume he's an underclassman. Butler takes a snap, looks to the sideline, complete at the 29-yard line, turns up the field, brought down, and they'll give him down to about the 26-yard line. Third down and short for Butler County. Several new Tigers in right now defensively as Butler takes it. Quick fling out to the left, turns up the field, and looks like he picks up the first down close to the 20-yard line. They're going to mark it at about the 23, it looks like, from this side. That'll move the chains one more time. Number 34 on that far side. I think I'm jinxed. I keep calling numbers that we don't have names for tonight.
One player we haven't called tonight who I know has to be playing is Ben Holt. I haven't seen a 15 running around tonight, so maybe he's had a number change or
pass complete, yeah,
wearing a different number.
Pass complete inside the 20.
To about the 18.
Number 25, Travion Samuel in on the tackle on that one. Also number 70 in the ball game, a 5'10 senior, Adam Goodacre for Caldwell County.
Butler with second down and 8 yards to go here as the scrimmage, I think, is winding down.
Swing out to the left side, takes it, comes back towards the middle of the field, gets across the 15 and inside the 10-yard line. The near side official is going to mark him down at the 8. Into the ball game is number 53. That's Michael Vickery. Coming out, number 67 is Austin Hardrick. As Butler will have it now, 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers each side. Quarterback drops back, looks over the field, no pressure, looks again, swings it this side, and a big hit by number 45, incomplete, Cameron Baker. I think he influenced that catch a little bit, made number 18 grow a few alligator arms on that one because he pulled it in real quick.
Nice timing on that play by Cameron Baker.
So it'll be 2nd and goal for Butler County.
Butler County's 13th play in this drive that started at their 35-yard line.
Snap is back. Quarterback looks around. He wants to come to the near sideline. Caught, complete, gets across the 5 and goes down. Looks like he's inside, and he is. Touchdown, Butler County. 8-yard touchdown pass is the 2nd score of the night for the Bears. And the Tigers will come over and get a little instruction before they go on the offensive end. So, tell you what, we can take about a minute break here if you want to, and we'll be back with more scrimmage action. You're listening to Tiger Football on 103.3 The Tiger.
Princeton Drug Company, 103 West Main in Princeton, proudly features low-cost prescriptions and friendly service. Princeton Drug offers in-town delivery, in-store pickup, or a convenient drive-through window. Princeton Drug has a wide selection of Christian greeting cards for every occasion. Princeton Drug is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturday from 8:30 to 2:30. No deliveries on Saturday. Princeton Drug, 103 West Main Street, Princeton. Phone 365-5585.
As the sun sizzles outside, drop by Sanders Gathering and check out their late summer picks, garlands and wreaths, with loads of bright summer into fall colors. You will find all-American classics with rescued and new production pieces to create interiors that are reminiscent of yesteryear's simpler lifestyle, and just plain country accessories including lamps, pottery, candlesticks, canvases, and much more. If you're out and about, come on by. It's a cool store with cool prices. Always check out their half-price corner. That's Sanders Gathering, 116 East Main in downtown Princeton, open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 4. Phone 365-4000.
And we're back at Tiger Stadium. Nice first down catch by Trace Holden. Handoff on this play to Englebright. He goes around the right side, pulled down. I think they're going to call it a loss of about 1 on the play. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Jagger's still in the ball game at quarterback, although a host of new players in with him. On the first play of this drive, Trace Holden, number 11, 5'6" junior with a nice catch and run. Englebright in the backfield, and everybody left way early. I don't think anybody was sure of the snap count on that one.
Some were and some weren't.
Like anybody not on the line weren't. So the penalty will take it back to about the 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Caldwell County. Do a little direction here on the players. Jaggers takes the snap, drops back, full drop back. Now he's going to roll to his left, look down the field, still looking, throws it, and that was going to be picked off at the 37-yard line. He was looking for number 34, another player we don't have on the roster, but that's one of the mistakes that you might think coming from a new starting quarterback. He'd been better off, I think, to maybe swing that one to Englebright or go ahead and turn it upfield, but that's one, Coach Barnes is talking to him right now, that's one that you would not want to give up in a real game.
He probably had 5-6 yards that he could have gotten on the ground. He had Mack out in front of him as a blocker, but sometimes you're in that zone where you feel like that you've got to make the play by the air.
Yeah, that's one that, and he's made those plays tonight. He's done a very good job, I think, so far tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Making good decisions. That one there, really the worst one of the night so far for Joby. But he'll learn from that one. That's what tonight's for. Butler County takes over at the 37-yard line, down the field, in and out of the hands. They had a receiver open inside the 15, but it comes out of his hands. And I'm sure a lot of youth on the field right now for Caldwell. Let's see if some of the names will match up. Dominic Lane, 5'6" freshman in for Caldwell County. Let's see if number 28, do we have a 28? Seth Slayton, 5'6" freshman for the Tigers, getting some action tonight here in this scrimmage, as I'm sure it is starting to wind down. Ball to nobody on that throw. That was a missed route, or I'm sure the quarterback, if he's going to throw into that area, was expecting the receiver to make a cut. Incomplete.
There wasn't a Butler County kid within 15 yards of that when that ball landed.
It disappeared like David Copperfield in his magic act somewhere along the way.
In fact, there was nobody, not even a defensive player, within 15 yards of that ball.
So Butler will come to the line, 3rd down and 10. Snap is back. Butler's going all air right now. Lobs it up. This one's up for grabs and complete, and a touchdown. And you can tell there are a lot of younger players on the field right now late in this scrimmage, as that ball was basically a jump ball, and whoever timed it the best, but Butler County had 2 players actually go up for the catch.
Exactly, and obviously if we have either our Trail on one side, Jameer on the other side, they don't, neither one of those kids are going to out-jump Trail or Jameer, so.
Or Gabe or any of those guys. That would have been an interception with the starters in, but also on Butler County side, even though it resulted in a touchdown, you had 2 players in the very same spot going for a ball, so you know somebody ran a wrong route in that situation.
And then we almost got to the quarterback on that rush up the middle, so I'm not sure whether 3rd stringers are in, 2nd stringers, some first, some second, some first, some second, some third, so without an accurate roster here, we're not sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we're down that depth chart pretty well at this point.
Everybody that's suited up, I know, has certainly played tonight.
So Caldwell County is going to come back out on offense. I'm wondering how long it will be before Bashirs comes into the ball game at quarterback for the Tigers. That's the backup this season.
He may not, he may have to get his work either in practice or JV games. Because I'm sure Joby, they want to give him as many reps as they can under game conditions.
Right. Looking forward to a big year, though, Bob. It's going to be fun. There's some tough teams on the schedule this year, granted. But Caldwell County still looks to be, right now, they're the highest-ranked team in the district, one ahead of Paducah-Tillman, who looks to be the biggest challenge for the Tigers this year, district-wise.
And we do have somebody in there different at quarterback right now. I don't believe that's number 6.
No, it's not 6.
Looks like 28.
That would be Seth Slayton, if that's who that is. Two receivers each way. Slayton drops back. We'll call it Slayton unless we're told different. Complete down to the 25 to number 33.
Tate Van Hoosier.
Tate Van Hoosier with the catch. So it is number 28. And on the next week's roster, that is Seth Slayton, although Russ Bashir is slated to wear number 10.
And that could be Russ.
It could be Russ. We're not completely sure. Handoff goes around the right side. Ball's loose. And it's recovered by Butler County. Big hit at about the 25. And I think that was Kyrie White on the Kyrese White. I'll get it on the third try here. Kyrese White on the carry, a 5'8" junior. Ball got away from him. And let's see if they called him down before the ball got loose. I think it did. So the ball is spotted on the 18-yard line. Kyrese White back into the backfield. Ty, do you know if that's Bashir or Slayton at quarterback?
Does he wear
28. Complete up to number 33. Tate Van Hoosier with another catch on the drive.
I'm guessing that's Bashir. I'm going to guess it's Bashir.
That's what we were thinking because
it kind of looks the way he was walking out there. I said they do funky things with these numbers.
Yeah, especially tonight, waiting on the new uniforms for next week. Let's say it's Bashir right now until we're told different. And if it happens to be Mr. Slayton, we'll apologize to the parents. Quarterback keeper brings the ball out to the 30-yard line. All reports tell us Russ Bashir is slated as the backup quarterback to Joby Jaggers this season.
I think we're back into another, because of down markers are down. I think we're just playing without a 1st and 10 type situation.
Getting some work for the second and third teams in at this point. Handoff goes to White. Goes over one tackler, gets up across the 30 to about the 31. Coming in for the Tigers is number 23. And holding a knee. That's the last thing we wanted to see. Let's see if, I hate to even match a number up tonight, just in case it is wrong, but it looks like number 54 from here, Bob. That would be Nick O'Brien, a 5'6", 263-pound senior. So as they tend to him, I'll tell you what, let's take a quick break of at least 30 seconds, maybe a minute, while they attend to the injured player. We'll be back hopefully with a report. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
At 110 West Washington Street in the heart of downtown Princeton. Our agency is proud to have been a part of this community since 1907. We want you to come by and see us soon. We may be able to save you some money on your home, auto, motorcycle, or mobile home insurance. We offer discounts for good students, multi-policy, safe drivers, and many more. We appreciate our loyal customers, and we will work hard to make you feel like part of the Woodall Agency family. Call me today at 365-5541.
Hey, Ty, did you know that Toby Wooden is here as new owner? No, I didn't. I was so impressed when I was in there. They have items for everybody. Furniture, boutique, and gifts. They have baby items? Yes, and a registry. One thing that impressed me the absolute most was they offer veterans and first responders always 10% off. That is impressive. And you've got to meet their adorable mascot, Jay. He is a golden doodle puppy. I'm definitely going to go by today. Where are they located? 235 Northfield Drive, right next to the bowling alley. Cozy living, just like the
And we are back at Tiger Stadium. Late in this scrimmage, I think Caldwell up 7-3.
7-3
at this point.
With two of Butler's coming really, really late.
Caldwell County starting defense really put the hammer down early on in this one, especially those 10-play drives. Butler County played within the 40-yard lines of each side by and large most of the early part of this scrimmage. Caldwell County on the field now. Bashir takes a snap, stands in the pocket. Now he's being chased. He's going to have to roll to the near side, tucks it under, is going to pick up what he can, lays a hit on, gets up near midfield. Pretty nice run by the backup quarterback for Caldwell County. So the ball's going to come out right at midfield, exactly on the 50. Nice run there by Bashir as he turned nothing into a pretty good gain.
It is next to previous play at a 13-yard run and this 6-yard run, so he has the ability to scamper.
Bashir rolls to the right, looks down the field, still got some pressure, throws, and almost picked off at the 35-yard line by Butler County. Threw into just a little too much traffic on that one. Fortunate that they didn't turn it over on the play ball to come back out to the 50. And Bob, it's been a pretty fun night. The defense did pretty much what we expected the defense to do. It's a nice defense this year. They got some experienced players, some good speed. Snap is low, still on the ground. Now it's picked up. Bashir's going to go down for a big loss back to about the 43. Offensively, I think we were pretty well pleasantly surprised, I would say. That line had to be the question. Jaggers, you could tell, had the ability and the athleticism, but that line, was it going to protect? Was it going to give him what they needed to give him to get the plays going, to maybe get some running going? And I think that offensive line really stood out tonight.
I would think, and this is speaking just from my personal viewpoint, that the O-line did what they had to do tonight in allowing us to get the ball downfield and for our receivers to get open and make the catches. We know we've got tremendous athletic talent on the sides, ability to run, ability to catch, and if we can just keep the people off of Joby, Joby's going to deliver the pass to them, and that's what we saw tonight. So I would say that, to me, the offensive line, the starting line, graded out maybe A-, B+. I'm sure there's a little bit of work to do with run blocking, because we didn't, except for Dylan Gray. Dylan got loose on a couple 3 runs, but he's a bulldog, and a lot of that came just on his own effort. But I would think that overall we have measured up to what we had hoped that we would see tonight.
And, of course, the talent gets a little bit stronger next week, so they're really going to have to step that game up. And if you go into a game against Christian County, as Butler County runs it up the middle, ball loose, and it's recovered by Caldwell County, we'll try to pick that player up. But if you can't run the ball a little bit against Christian County, then I think they'll really be set to come at Joby, and that line's really going to have to block if we have to pass just about the whole game next week. We've got some powder kegs in the receivers. If Joby's got the time to get the ball to those guys, the Rileys, Parker, some of the others.
Travis Newsom, all those guys can catch it and run with it.
So if we got the time to get it out there, that's fine. But if they're pinning their ears back for Christian County and really coming at Joby, that line's going to have their hands full next week.
Well, I'm sure that obviously the competition's going to step up 4, 5, 6, 10 notches next week.
Right.
But I would say that by having success tonight, that just motivates you to do a little bit more during this upcoming week of practice, get better. Christian County, as they've always say, they put their pants on one leg at a time.
That's right.
As well.
Pass is complete by Butler County out to about the 35-yard line. In on the tackle was 33 Van Hoosier.
That's Tate. Tate's going to be like Hunter, going to be all over the field. Tate only a freshman this
Tate's
year.
played well on both sides of the ball tonight. He's made some catches. He's done pretty well on defense.
And that's the other thing. We've got a lot of freshmen that we're going to have to maybe step up a little bit this year, and I think they've pretty well acquitted themselves well tonight.
Right. Butler County with 2 to the right, 1 to the left. They'll take the snap, handoff will go across the left side. Hit and fumbled. Recovered by Caldwell County. Flag is down on the play. And something that's happened tonight, we've caused 3 or 4 fumbles by Butler County. These kids are putting their helmet on the ball tonight and doing a good job of stripping that ball loose.
And again, these younger kids are hitting just as well as the older kids did.
Yeah. There's a lot of good future talent right now on the field for Caldwell County.
the 8th grade game, the middle school last night, we beat Union County 46-6. There's a lot of talent in that 8th grade class.
Pass complete by Butler County.
Ooh.
Big hit right there at the 42-yard line. Stood up the receiver. Let's see, number 25. Do we have 25? Travion Samuel. We've called his name a few times tonight, Bob. He's laid some licks on some guys down there tonight.
It'd be interesting to put the right name and the right number together, and we'll obviously do that next week.
Butler County will come to the line with the ball spotted at their own 43-yard line. Of course, they have a new quarterback in right now. You can tell by his delivery. And he's going to keep it, fakes the handoff, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Samuel again in on the tackle, along with number 78. 78.
And 52, who we don't have numbered.
78 is Cole Freilich, a junior. He was at the bottom of that pile. Samuel finished him off from the top. A good dual tackle there by those two. As Butler will be back up to the line. And we've been at this about an hour and 45 minutes game time, so I don't know how much longer they will keep this one going. Butler's play takes it up, maybe picked up a yard on the play.
It has been non-stop playing. Very few timeouts, maybe 3.
Yeah, I think they've given them 2 or 3 water breaks. We hope we have got all of our sponsors in. Face mask not called on that one as the Butler County runner gets across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. But we do appreciate all of our sponsors this season. We're going to have a big time this year, and we'll get to know all of our sponsors a little bit closer as the season goes along. But we want to welcome all the new ones. I think let's see if I have that sponsor list. Taco John's sponsoring our post-game show this season, so we want to welcome them. Also want to welcome in Hancock's. We talked about them a little bit earlier over in Katie's. The best roast beef you'll ever eat in your life, bar none. Golden Diamond Outlet, new with us this year. So a lot of new guys in on the broadcast with us this year. If you want to be part of it, there's still time. We can get you on, get you a commercial in here, get you some mentions as the season starts for real next Friday night. So still plenty of time to call Ty down at the radio station if you would like to join our close friends that we've known for years and love having them with us. Butler County takes a snap, goes through the legs of the quarterback coming in for the tackle. Good job there is number 30, let's see, 34. I bet that's one of the numbers that we haven't had tonight. We haven't had a 34 all night, but we've called his number a lot, so whoever it is making some pretty good plays. And I'm like you, we haven't called Ben
Knight, not Ben Knight.
Holt. Ben Holt all night, so you got to believe he's wearing one of these numbers not on the roster sheet.
Because he saw a lot of action last year, especially on special teams.
Let's run down through here. I'm not seeing a Holt. Oh, Ben Holt will be number 15 next week, so I'm assuming one of these players is Ben Holt. And I think that's going to be the end of the ball game, Bob. So Caldwell County comes in, takes care of business, has some bright spots, and comes away with a victory in a scrimmage, if you can call it that, 7 touchdowns to 3. So good job by the Tigers. We'll come back in just a couple of minutes and wrap this one up. Oh, keep it here. Okay, we're going to keep it right here, Bob. And normally during this coming season, our post game is going to be brought to you by Taco John's of Princeton. And they have a new promotion for Taco Tuesdays. In addition to the regular 89-cent hard shell promotion, they are offering a 99-cent soft shell taco. So stop by on US 62 West. And this weekend, you got to love 6-pack and a pound.
Well,
I mean, how can you go wrong with 6-pack and a pound? There's not a downside.
That's at least 8-pound gain for me when I do that.
Okay. But our post game is going to be brought to you by Taco John's right now. Saturday and Sunday, the rest of the weekend, you can get 6-pack and a pound for $9. So go by Taco John's. We'll be back with that Taco John post game report in just a couple of minutes. Stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKY.
Penny Ryle Electric has been serving the electric power needs of the Penny Ryle area since 1937. Always member-owned and dedicated to providing the best electric service at the lowest possible rates. Whether you live in the city or in a rural area, Penny Ryle Electric is committed to providing all members with the finest technology and service. Penny Ryle Electric, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, dedicated to working towards progress and better living for the people of the Penny Ryle.